I didn't set out to make any bold statements or like, I don't know. I kind of stumbled into this, you know? In my first project, I didn't ever imagine putting photographs of myself on exhibition. I'm a very private person. It was a real thing to then move that on a step, working with other people and sharing their experiences.
Obviously, like, I have a stammer, and then people kind of don't know that having a stammer can also cause like things like social anxiety. It's really looking at what's happening in the internal views of like someone who has social anxiety. It can be quite overwhelming, yeah.
I do think there's a lot to be said for when you've gone through difficult times yourself. It does increase your ability to empathise.
Well, I think that as human beings we are driven to externalise our inner world in some way, and speech is only one of those things. We use body movement and we use music and we use any kind of creative way. Bringing two new things together in a novel way, having new ideas and new perspectives, is how we process our experiences and how we process trauma and how we process the world around us.
Something that happens when you are a public figure is people find it hard to not feel inspired by you or the way that you look. And as my sister and I were very close in age, she took a lot of attention away from me when I was growing up. And then she died, and I found my identity after pretty much she passed away. So it's connected to a lot of pain for me.
Oh, look! It does look great.
There's a real emptiness, loneliness to a certain extent that the image has to deal with. Which is so in keeping with what London is like at the moment, isn't it? It feels like it feels really appropriate somehow. I really hope that when people see the image, what they'll see is a person leaning into the parts of themselves that they're not that comfortable with, but also seeing someone who's quite at peace with doing so now.
How's it left you feeling emotionally, the lockdown?
That feeling of not wanting to go outside is very strong. Even though I kind of don't want to feel that way, when I get into the house, I feel safe. I love the outdoors, but it's the last place I want to be when it's around.
Try and raise yourself a little bit like this.
Okay, and head back a little bit more. Okay.
I guess that kind of mirrors just how the whole COVID situation has made me, and a lot of other people feel, it's just really, really bizarre, and that anything might happen. This little spot just seemed to represent that for me. It's such a strange light that it gives.
Or when I went through a dark place, I couldn't explain what I was going through. What I experienced myself was a total lack of vitality and a really intense dulling down of everything. And it wasn't until I had a conversation with a really great GP who said to me, well, what's going on in your life? And started to get me to look at that I was able to tackle it. I think that's the thing as well, that's the whole point, is I found it really hard to put into words, and I still do.